will be defending his title in the 1984 championships. That means you're going to see a lot of new faces in these contests. Additionally, only one of Australia's LA Olympians, Renato Cornett of New South Wales, will be competing, but he's upper division from lightweight to light welterweight, so he's after a new title. My co-commentator is world-rated professional junior welterweight Jeff Malcolm. Jeff, what do you believe will be the best contests?
Well, I'd have to say the lightweight final, Wayne Young of New South Wales taking on Gary Clark, the local boy from South Australia. Also, Mick Patch of Queensland's fighting Murray Thompson in the welterweight final. They should be two very good fights.
And what about the big boys, the super heavyweights? We're going to see Kevin Barry of South Australia.
Well, Kevin Barry impressed me in the last night's fights. He's looked very well. He's a big guy that throws plenty of punches, and he's up against a pretty good fighter tonight, so that should be a very good fight.
Thank you, Jeff Malcolm. Well, whatever happens tonight, you're going to see a lot of exciting contests, and we're ready now for the first.
And in the blue corner, representing Queensland, David White.
And so this is the first contest, and in the red corner for this flyweight division championship fight is Rodney Williams of New South Wales, only 17 years of age, won his first state senior title this year. He's had 4 contests for 2 wins. His opponent in the blue corner from Queensland is David White, also 17 years of age. He hasn't yet won a state title. He has no opposition in this weight division in Queensland. He's having his first senior contest tonight, but he's had 20 junior contests for 15 wins. The referee for the first contest is Mr. Kevin O'Daly of South Australia. The boys come to centre ring. And now this is round 1 of the light flyweight championship final. Rodney Williams of New South Wales in the blue signet against David White of Queensland. 2 young fellows, Jeff Malcolm, quite inexperienced. As I mentioned, David White of Queensland having his first senior contest.
Yeah, right. Both these guys are 17 years of age, like you were saying before, John. And like a lot of other guys that are fighting tonight, there's a lot of new faces on tonight, and everybody started somewhere, so we could be seeing a few of tomorrow's champions right here.
In fact, these 2 boys were the only entrants in the light flyweight division in the Australian Championships, and so automatically went into the final. Well, this might be the first senior contest for the Queenslander, but he's pretty willing.
Yeah, the southpaw White, he looks very good.
And that's 2 cautions now for the young New South Wales boxer for hitting with the inside of the glove. Points in amateur boxing, of course, are scored only with the knuckle part of the glove landed on the target areas, front and sides of the head and front and sides of the body. The referee cautions young Rodney Williams again, this time for hitting on the break. He wants him to step back cleanly without punching when he calls stop or break. Well, there's the call of stop, and another punch thrown by young Rodney Williams after the referee calls stop. And when the referee calls stop, by the way, the clock is stopped. The boys box 3 3-minute rounds, and that's 3 minutes of boxing in each round. Each time the referee calls stop, the clock is stopped, and it's restarted on his order box. Rodney Williams has lost his mouth guard. I don't know whether the referee noticed that. He's allowing them to continue. No, he's looking for it now. The young Queensland boy is asked to go to a neutral corner. The mouth guard will be washed and replaced in the mouth of young Rodney Williams before the contest proceeds.
David seems to be well on top. He's southpaw, he's just making it a bit difficult. He's been well schooled, he holds himself well. And at the moment, he's doing it very easy.
Yes, quite impressive, this young Queenslander. And a caution this time against the young New South Welshman for pulling his opponent into him. We're inside the last minute of the first round of this contest. The Queenslander has landed quite a few good punches, and again the young New South Welshman has lost his mouth guard, so the referee calls stop once more. And I would say that if that mouthguard is lost again, then young Rodney Williams could be cautioned for that.
Yeah, that's if it's, the referee thinks it's intentional. Just wait and see. There's a general warning now.
Yes, in fact, he's issuing a warning now. The mouthguard lost for the second time. A general warning is issued by the referee, Mr. O'Daly, which means the judges, if they so desire, can deduct 1 point from the score of the New South Welshman in this first round. 5 judges score the contest. There are 2 on one side of the ring and 1 on each of the 3 other sides. The referee does not score. And that's the end of round 1. And a good round, Jeff, for the young Queenslander.
Yeah, he looked very sharp that round. I think Rodney's got to start stepping up now and try to do something, try and unsettle this guy. At the moment, David's calling the tune and doing it very easy.
Some of the action from that first round, and there you see the mouthguard lost for the first time by young Rodney Williams. And it's difficult to know whether he's fatted out or whether it was knocked out. I would give him the benefit of the doubt and say one of those punches caused the mouthguard to fly out.
Seconds down, second round.
This is round 2 of the first of the finals in the 1984 Australian Championships. It's the light flyweight division, and in the blue signet is Rodney Williams from New South Wales. His opponent is from Queensland, David White. Both 17 years of age, the young Queenslander having his first senior contest, having had 20 junior fights for 15 wins, and young Rodney Williams from New South Wales won his first senior state title this year. He's had 4 senior contests for 2 wins. Both went automatically into this final, there being no other contestants in the light flyweight division. And the young Queenslander took the points of the first round. And the referee is now going to have a look at the young Queenslander. He's now calling the doctor up to have a look at the young Queensland boy who has a cut. I think it's on the bridge of the nose. We'll let the doctor see this. Have a look, though. It's over the eye. It's the right eye. And it'll be bad luck for the young Queenslander if the doctor orders that the fight be stopped, because he seemed to be in control. He took the points of the first round. He's going to continue. So Dr. Taylor has not considered the injury serious enough to halt the contest. A caution against Rodney Williams from New South Wales for holding. Second of 3 rounds between these 2 boys. And a warning now against the New South Wales boy for holding. The referee, Kevin O'Daly of South Australia, that he's giving a warning.
He's a very good mover, this guy. He's balanced well. He has a point deduction for Rodney, so I think Rodney's just got to either get up and show a big right hand, or he's going to get beat tonight. He's got to step up and have a go now.
Well, he was anxious to get into it again then. He didn't wait for the referee to call box. It had to be held back. And it looks as if the referee is calling a halt to this contest. Yes, he's considered that Rodney Williams of New South Wales is outclassed. So it's a win for the championship finals to David White of Queensland over Rodney Williams of New South Wales for stopping the contest in round 2. David White, who has not yet won a state title, the Australian light flyweight championship.
And I think he's going to win a few more too, John.